Let's talk about something else as well. We'll have a bit of fun with Chris today, but also let's talk about something that matters to you, and you did ring in your numbers about that as well when we spoke about it. A couple of weeks ago, we brought you the breaking news that most railway station ticket offices were to close across England. The Rail Delivery Group, do you remember, which represents the train operating company, says just 12% of all tickets are purchased at the traditional ticket office these days, so it wants to free up staff to help passengers in other ways. You might remember we spoke to Greater Anglia, who told us ticket machines would still be available and that assistance would come remotely from the likes of Norwich if passengers are struggling to use the machines correctly. But that suggestion hasn't appeased everyone, and today a protest is taking place at Hockley railway station about the proposed ticket office closure there. Local resident Vicky Ford is leading the protest. Hi to you, Vicky.
Good morning.
Set the scene. Is the protest taking place now, or are you?
It is.
Okay.
I've just had to walk away because obviously all the talking, and we've got somebody from the Evening Echo interviewing some of the protesters down here. So it's all happening.
How many have turned up, Vicky?
Well, because we're doing an all-day protest we started at 9 o'clock this morning and we're going on till 7 o'clock to enable people that are working till 5:30 to come along. We're sort of averaging about 50 or so people, each hour that we're here. So as people are leaving, other people are arriving. So we're going to have a steady flow of protesters throughout the day.
Why are you doing it?
Well, because our ticket office is very special. It's part of the community. The two ladies that operate the ticket office go above and beyond just selling tickets. For those of us that are heading up to our 70s especially, or those with disabilities or with children, guide dogs, partially sighted, they sort everything out from, your senior rail card, your student rail card, whatever. And when we go on journeys, I'm hopeless with underground stations and things like that. So the lovely Michaela or Bianca, they'll literally print it all out for me and I can get on the train with absolutely no worries of finding where I want to go.
The Rail Delivery Group, Vicky, let me just come in, because the Rail Delivery Group, if they were on, they're not on the program, but if they were on now, they'd say, well, look, Bianca and Michaela are still going to be there. They're just not going to be at a ticket office, but they're still going to be on the platform there for you, so it doesn't make any difference.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm a bit sceptical about that. I mean, what they say and what they do are two different things, and I really can't believe that will actually happen, because where are they going to be? Where are they going to be? I mean, where will they sit? Where will they're not going to be there 12 hours a day, are they? I mean, we know exactly when the ticket office is open. We can come down, we can purchase our tickets in advance. We get the full discounts because they give us the best routes, which you can't do in a ticket machine unless you're some technological wizard. So without them, people have paid far more on the machines than they do paying through the ticket office. And of course, Hockley is a very busy station. I can't speak for other ticket offices up and down the region, but I'm sure a lot of other people, all over Essex are. They actually sit down and think about it. The convenience of being able to walk into an office and ask somebody for what you want, what's the best price. I mean, you just can't. There's no substitute for that. This is outrageous.
To come at you again, as I say, I haven't got the Rail Delivery Group on, but to come back at you, Vicky. Let's say you've got Michaela and Bianca, and they're they're there in the ticket office, but if only 12% of tickets are now being bought at the ticket office, there's a lot of time when Michaela and Bianca, although they're very helpful to you, aren't going to be doing anything else. And that, that's not productive, is it, really, to have them just sitting there earning money for doing very little?
That statistic isn't borne out in reality because they're not just sitting there all day. This ticket office is really busy. So maybe that's an average for the whole region. That's not for this office.
So you think Hockley's should stay? Do you think all of them should stay, really?
Well, I think for anybody, who needs assistance or has accessibility issues, yes, there needs to be a ticket office on every station. But I'm not totally out of touch with economics and stuff like that. But I certainly know for this particular ticket office that it's used all day. I mean, if you were to say to Michaela, you're sitting around all day doing nothing, I mean, she'd be horrified because she's busy the whole day. And there's a steady stream of people. I mean, while I've been standing here, I mean, they've given out this morning over 500 postcards, for people to join the protest, and also the petition that the government seems to have kept very well hidden. We stood at 41,000 about 10 days ago. And I said when I started this campaign, let's try and get it to 50,000. It's gone over 50,000 in 10 days. Now, if we'd known about this petition before, then I'm sure, because this process started last year, because I was already protesting against it then, but it then seemed to disappear. We didn't get responses from people. We didn't know what we were supposed to do. But now I've discovered that you need to go to 100,000 signatures on the petition in order for the government to debate it in Parliament. Well, that's what we're trying to do. So before the 26th of July, we're going to try and get that petition to 100,000.
Vicky, have you seen on the Greater Anglia site, it does give you a station-by-station breakdown of what they're proposing to do. Have you seen that?
I've seen that they want to somehow make it a bit more like supermarkets and banks, where if things go wrong, there's somebody there to assist you. But the trouble is, I've seen people talk the talk so many times in my life, and it's not often borne out in reality.
Yeah,
So
I just wanted to break it down for you, Vicky, because at the moment you get a ticket office. You've got ticket office hours at Hockley from 6 till 7:30 daily. The proposed changes will be staff at the station from 6:30 to 1:30. How do you feel when you hear that it's going to be 6.5 hours less every day, that there'll be staff at the station?
Well, that just fills me with horror, because it's restrictive and very difficult for people who want to travel beyond that particular time. I mean, if you've got somebody with a guide dog or somebody with lots of children and that kind of thing, or mobility issues, not having physical people here is just terrible. I mean, I've spoken to lots and lots and lots and lots of people over the last 10 days while I've been, trying to organise this protest. And, they're worried about their parents. They're worried about, whether they'll be able to. I mean, one lady said to me, well, I basically won't go to London anymore. I won't.
So it's really having that wide spread implications, you feel, potentially?
Well, absolutely, because I was talking, I was in the local community centre last Friday, and they're all up in arms about it. They just think it's the worst thing that could happen to Hockley, because you've got to remember Hockley is a very, very close community. We all fought to save our local library, which we managed to achieve. So, we're hoping that we can do the same with the ticket office.
Vicky, how long are you down there for today?
I'm here till 7 p.m. So if anybody's listening and they want to come down and support us, then we would be very, very happy to see them. So, looking forward to seeing as many people down here as possible. So,
Vicky Ford, we will leave it there. Sounding busy. That is at Hockley railway station. According to Greater Anglia's website, as I said there, Hockley would see quite a reduction in its staffing hours. Currently, the ticket office is open Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Under the proposals, the station will only be staffed from 6:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. This would change to 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on Saturdays, while on Sundays, Greater Anglia say no staff will be permanently based on station and instead will be visited by the train companies mobile team. Greater Anglia say consultation on the changes closes on Wednesday the 26th of July. Jamie Burles, its managing director, says the station proposals put forward are aimed at providing a more modern and flexible service for our customers. They reflect the more convenient ways in which passengers are looking to buy their tickets and check travel information. Station colleagues will undertake a new, more flexible role, bringing staff closer to customers. Passenger assistance arrangements would continue as they do now from first to last trains, but with additional mobile teams to give a greater flexibility in providing assistance across the network. You can go to greateranglia.co.uk/consult to have your say.